he's already in this nutrition field, and he's specialized in
alternative healing.
Yeah, alternative healing.
He uses air, water, nutrition, and also the sunlight to help people to recover their illnesses, especially those those illnesses that we are not sure what it is, but he also helps them to recover fully. Okay, so tonight we're going to share.
Share the screen first. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. So this. Yeah. So talking about this seafood, right? Actually, if you have heard his story or haven't heard his story, his name is Ling Hai Feng. English name I don't know. Ling Hai Feng. Okay, Ling Hai Feng. But you may want to really hear his class. No, I mean his talks. Okay, he talks about very simplified and easier to understand and applicable knowledge on nutrition. So it's not like those that you hear from nutrition is a very technical thing, but this one is super easy to apply in life. So I really encourage you to go and understand and listen to this guy, okay, and you can ask your friends who brings you into this room, this chat room or this room, ask for his audio or video and go and watch, then you understand. Yeah.
That's very important. Okay.
Yeah, very important.
So like nowadays, our medical is super advanced, right? The medical technology super advanced. Like nowadays, we can even unblock the whole blood vessel by 100%. That's super amazing. But then, why there are still more and more people are falling sick nowadays? More and more people are needing this technology to unblock their blood vessel. Why is it so? Okay? That's a very important thing that we need to answer ourselves. Okay? Because health is still a very important thing.
Yeah.
Yes? Like this quote, I put it here. People nowadays live too short, die too long. Because nowadays we are able to extend our lifespan. Okay, we can live up to like 80, 90 years old, but then do we really have the quality of life? How do we spend the last 10, 20 years in our life? Is it on the bed, or is it like Mr. Xu, enjoying the world, traveling around? Okay, that's very important, right? So, do you know anyone having all these kind of issues?
First one, digestion issues.
Anyone?
Okay, this one. Yeah.
Constipation.
Yeah. Like what else?
Our TikTok video.
Yes, our TikTok video. Yeah, I was thinking about our TikTok video because whenever we actually post this content of Qhouse, which is the stomach and intestine, it actually gets the highest likes and views. It gets viral actually. So
yeah, we tried many times on different accounts. It still get viral.
Yeah, on each of us. Yeah.
It means that nowadays people they are looking into Qhouse very much. Okay, they are having a lot of issues.
So our pemakanan, our food is really having a big issue here.
Even public toilet.
Even public toilet.
Yeah, you know, you go public toilet, you get cancer, the disease from the public toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why there are many issues. Okay, even like weight issue, immunity issue nowadays, COVID, influenza, HIV, so many diseases, so many viruses. How are we going to cope with that? Okay, a lot of people are gonna COVID now recently, right?
You might see people, some of them easily get the COVID. Some of them, like until now, also they didn't really get COVID, still virgin on that. So there's actually really difference in how you take care of your body.
Maybe I got no friend. Okay,
yeah. Also sad. Then I shouldn't say I take care of myself very well. Okay.
Yeah, but I believe like immunity, taking care of your immune system works really well.
Yeah.
Okay, and also complexion issue. A lot of people have pimples, pigmentations, a lot of things. Even scarring as well.
Rough skin.
Yeah. Okay. Not just all this. There are a lot more minor issues that we are experiencing ourselves or even people around us. Okay. Do you see anything that you are experiencing currently? If yes, in Zoom you can press 111. Here maybe you can on your high set to raise up your hand. Okay. I understand. So, but then this kind of issue is not like very serious. Like it's not going to kill you, right? Like hair loss, it's not going to kill you anyway. But then it's just super annoying, right? Every day you wash hair, wow, one whole bunch of hairs in my hand, okay, right? Very annoying kind of stuff. But then why all these issues are happening? Okay? There's this concept called hidden hunger in 星期二. Okay? So this is the hunger at cellular level at our cell. Our cell is actually feeling hungry. They are not getting all the nutrition that they need. Okay?
Why are we ourselves still feeling like even though we eat like food? I mean, I feel full ourselves.
Yeah, we still feel full, But then, and also nowadays we don't lack food. Okay, we hardly see people having starvation. But then it's just that the quality of the food, whether it's nutrition is enough, whether it's balanced. Okay, that's very important. Most of the people nowadays, they are not having balanced diet. Okay, so that's why our cells become hungry. They are craving for certain nutrition that we have not been supplying them for a very long time.
So it means from our daily diet nowadays, even grown up until now, like how many years ago, so there has always been something lacking in the diet that actually leads to certain we call hidden hunger issues.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
If you are experiencing any signs that I mentioned just now, means that you might be having this hidden hunger.
Yeah, something is missing from your diet.
Yes, and there's been research showing that 70% of the diseases, chronic diseases like diabetes, heart problem, cancer, obesity, all are related to hidden hunger. Okay, very important. Okay, for example, nowadays everyone use phone, right? Everyone use laptops, the computer, right?
Look at the screen all the time.
Do you know that if you look at the screen, you actually speed up the usage of vitamin A in your body?
Oh.
Okay, so if you use your eye for long hours, you need 0. We know that vitamin A comes from carrot, right? Because since young, our parents told us, you have to eat orange color, eat
carrot, tomato,
yeah, so that to
potato.
protect your eyes. Okay, right? So if you use your eye for very long hours, you need 0.5 to 1 kg of carrots every day. Anyone here eat 0.5 to 1 kg carrots a day?
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, I think Bugs Bunny take whole day to eat that much of carrots, right?
And it's very hard to get good eyesight.
Yeah, and if you play games for long hours, you need even more. Okay, 1.5 to 2.5 kg of carrots a day. Okay, very important for people who use computer. Okay, so that's why nowadays it's like very hard how to eat so many carrots in a day, right?
Yeah.
How about other fruits and vegetables? We still need those as well, right? Okay, how are we going to consume all this? Okay, you know, this is very interesting. If you want to get vitamin A from the same amount of vitamin A from peach that you have in 1950, nowadays you need to eat 52 peaches a day. Okay, means that
Yes.
the food quality nowadays has started to drop. Okay, the vitamins content in our food is dropping. So that's why nowadays, why do we need to eat so much? Why are we?
Yep.
And nowadays, our lifestyle is so fast.
Yep.
Okay, we cannot eat so much. Okay, we eat poor quality food as well.
Yep.
So that's why we get more and more diseases now.
You can see, like, if compared to 1950s, this is not only the peaches, but 1950s, the people living around the era, how is their life compared to us? Like Eva mentioned, our lives very fast, very stressful, and we always look at phone. People on those time, do they actually have phone to look at like that? Or even though they look at phone, black and white TV, and then their life is how every day eat, go out, works, and then come back and really like what a circle.
9 o'clock sleep.
Yeah, 9 o'clock sleep already very early. And some more their peach are 52 times more nutrition than our peach. So they are living a better life than us and eating better food than us. So how you can imagine like how different are we compared to previous people? And very immediate effect you can see like people nowadays a lot are very short. I mean, yeah.
Not enough nutrition.
Not enough nutrition. Yeah. Maybe not from myself, but maybe from the generation passing down. Yeah, as time goes by actually, so our life.
Because KTM already mentioned this, emphasized on this, kanak-kanak terbantu. Okay, it's because of the nutrition that the kids they are consuming.
Being passing down.
So people nowadays are getting shorter is a real fact. Okay, so we all agree that nutrients are very essential in prevention of chronic diseases. Yes. Okay. So, but what are we eating?
Oh, what are you eating? Okay, so this what are we eating like every day? Let's reflect. So she's asking whether we are eating 52 peaches every day, actually. But no, right? But these are the food that we eat every day now.
Happy
In fact, maybe later some of you are going to eat some of this later after this.
Okay, sometimes it's like, wow, very busy or no time, I just simply grab something I can, right? Okay, like cookies or fast food.
Because of lifestyle again, not because we don't want to eat.
Yes, sometimes it's just like, I've been very stressed for the past 1 week.
I need dessert this week.
But tomorrow public holiday.
Yeah, tomorrow holiday. Oh, tomorrow strawberry full one, all the dessert place.
Okay,
We go. You sure? Okay, let's go.
Okay, so one of it is this one.
Yeah. So one of it is like, for example, breakfast. When we say breakfast, how is your breakfast every day? Okay, I think maybe some of you will have some proper meal, like maybe you buy nasi lemak. I think it's a proper meal considered for us, like you eat something. Improper is improper. Maybe some people like very rush one. They eat 2-3 biscuits and 1 glass of Milo. Or they want to consider very simple breakfast. But even though we are eating so-called the meals like nasi lemak and char kway teow and things, actually it is not really helping us in building our good health in the long run. For example, if you see this, is anyone having this everyday kway teow soup for breakfast?
Very fast and convenient.
Okay, never mind. Good. Okay, if you are not taking this, then never mind. I'll just take it as an example. Okay. So this one, if you see what is inside, it's actually very easy to prepare, very fast, economical, and very cheap. Right now, maybe now not cheap also. Yeah, and filling, right? Finish all the noodle and all the soup, then one meal done already. But what is the side effect? We say the danger. It's very oily. You know the kway teow actually before you cook in the soup, the kway teow already itself is oily already.
It's packed in the oil.
Packed in oil, okay? And then some more you cook the soup, you put some oil in the soup, and then the noodle go into the soup with oil, and then boil, everything is very oily. Okay? Can you imagine? And no nutrition, no fiber, and high in sugar. Because in this bowl, it's actually all carbs and oil.
You won't get much veggies.
Yeah. How much fiber? You can see how much fiber there. 1, 2, 3 small onions, small one. And it has artificial flavoring as well, and also the soup may cause high cholesterol and gout. Okay? Yeah.
Okay. So what is the ideal breakfast criteria?
Okay, so ideal breakfast criteria if you want to eat healthy. Actually, I think some of us we really know this. Okay. First one, we need to have 40 types of nutrients we need. Okay, if you need, later we'll show you. And easy to digest because breakfast is our first meal of the day. You sleep for 8 hours. After that, you wake up and your stomach is very empty one. Okay, very empty and hunger for food and want to work. Okay, so if you give it like something like just the kway teow soup, inside very oily, then after it digests already, your whole body usually will feel very tired one. Okay, so we want something that's easy to digest and it's very refreshing and also not heavy. Yeah, heavy things like nasi lemak and char kway teow. Okay, you sleep whole day, your stomach rest all day, and then after that suddenly come out, need to work very hard for the char kway teow actually. So very burden for the body, and also not ideal. Okay, so that's the criteria of a good breakfast.
Okay, so actually it's been stated in the articles, newspaper that breakfast is very, very important. And you can look at the top right side is JAMA. JAMA is a medical journal. It's a very famous, popular one, prestigious one. So it says that vitamins for chronic diseases prevention in adults is very, very important. Okay, means that when this article is out in the journal, all the doctors actually agree on this point. Okay, that's very important. Okay, right. Our parents always tell us breakfast we should eat like a king, right? Lunch we should eat like a civilian, like pingming. Dinner we should eat like a beggar. Okay, anyone doing that? Or you terbalik? Usually we terbalik, right? Breakfast is beggar. Okay,
Breakfast and go already.
Okay, dinner is like a king. Okay, I got time to makan. Okay, I cook this, cook that. Okay,
I spend 1 hour, I found better food like bread food, very healthy food, come, okay, eat.
Yeah, just now you also 叫菜吃饭.
Yeah. And then night time, after that, finish work already, I feel very tired, I want to go for something even better, so we'll eat a lot, very heavy in the night.
And tomorrow probably holiday, tonight got supper, not?
Usually got one, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this test. Okay.
So why is breakfast so important?
So this is actually an experiment that they put on kids, 2 groups of kids, whereby one group actually they consistently having breakfast, and another group they are not having a good breakfast. Okay, so in the end, I found that these 2 groups of kids there's difference in between of them. Okay, so one of them, okay, you can see 早餐吃得好好的学生明显比不吃早餐的学生质量。Okay， 你看啊，不好的学习重要跟精力充沛 ，you read in Chinese already. Okay, so the one that actually eat good breakfast, they have actually better energy and better concentration in learning, and as well as they are more positive, more 积极 is more
positive
motivated.
Yes.
Yeah, the mindset also is more. So I think we're very 明显 very okay, something that I see in my friends actually that don't really eat good breakfast, their temper actually usually is panas one. Easily get triggered one.
Yes.
The mood easily get triggered. So yeah, if you have any friends around your colleague that easily like that, you go and check her breakfast, see what she eat.
Yeah, some people they are like having like they are more depressed, they tend to like think negatively, and it may affect their self-consciousness as well because they are not able to like, hey, I'm not the same as my peers, and then they may make them to become like less and less sociable.
Low self-esteem.
Yeah, low self-esteem as well. So that's why breakfast plays very important role to help the kids to grow, not just healthily, but also the mentality as well.
Yeah. And not only for the course of our.
Okay, so the 4 pillars of health, we need to earn back our health. So E, A, R, and N. So we need to exercise. Okay, we need to have good attitude, positivity. Okay, we need to rest, hours, and we need to have good nutrition. Okay, so among these 4, which one do you think?
You have it.
Yeah.
Which one do you think you're practicing?
Yeah.
You have. So maybe who has exercise? Okay, I think you want to say proudly, right? Who has exercise one? Never mind. Attitude, Attitude, I'm referring to a good attitude. Very good. Give yourself a round of applause. It's not also good attitude, but rest. Good rest.
Good rest.
Hey, very nice, Because now it's rarely one of
A
these
lot of
people.
people insomnia, okay?
Yeah.
Cannot sleep. Okay? Who is doing well on their nutrition?
Part. Wow. Yay. So the more you listen, the more you're doing better. Okay. Doing this because so for this you can actually see for yourself that which one you are doing good or which one you want to improve on it, right? We are thinking about how to improve it, right? So and nutrition and nutrition is actually very important among these 4 because why?
Because nutrition is able to, not just for our health, it's also able to support the E, A, and R part. Okay, very important. For people who couldn't sleep, when you eat enough, you eat good nutrition, it can help you to sleep much better. For people who always feeling down, depressed, depression, actually they show that they are actually lacking in vitamin B. Okay, that's very important. So that's why when you eat well, it can actually help you to stay more positive, be more active as well. And exercise, nutrition helps you to improve your performance and energy level. Okay, so indirectly it will be able to help you on all these areas. So that's why we always focus a lot on nutrition is because of this. Okay.
Okay, so we actually have these 7 groups of nutrients in our diet that you need to fulfill in your meal. Okay, so we have macronutrients and micronutrients. So macro is a bigger one side. We have protein. Proteins are meats, beans, tofu, eggs, fats. Fats I'll be talking about good fat, not the bad fat. Okay, good fat. Yeah, not from chocolate, not from kway. Yeah. So this one is like salmon, like fish oil, and we have coconut oil and olive oil, things like that. And fiber, of course, vegetables. Okay. And carbs. We're talking about good carbs as well. Later we'll differentiate a bit. And also vitamins, minerals. These are mainly from your fruits, vegetables, and plants, and also phytonutrients. Okay. Have you heard of the word phytonutrient before? Phytonutrient is actually the nutrients from our plant, and actually it's classified in 5 different colors. Have you heard? We need to eat 5 colors a day now. So this is actually where the phytonutrients come from.
So when you have all these elements come together, then you will see the inside of the body, ding, got light bulb.
The light bulb.
It's also got light bulb one. Okay?
Because later you're going to see light bulb from here.
Yeah, okay?
Okay.
So these are all the vitamins, minerals, nutrition that we need in a day.
Remember the one that we said 14 types of nutrients you need in your breakfast? These are the list.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't even know the name. Like, what is molybdenum?
Have you heard of this before?
But then your molybdenum. So
where is it from?
Where can you find this molybdenum? No idea.
See, the thing these are the things that we need, but sometimes we don't know whether we got eat it from our food or not. So that is the thing that about our daily diet now. That's why supplementation actually comes in to actually help you to fill in the gap. It's not that we don't eat anything from here, but it's just that maybe something that's lacking, and it could be like certain of this that lacks, and actually so that certain hidden hunger disease. Hidden hunger symptoms.
That's very, very important.
Yeah.
Okay. So protein. Okay. Protein is basic building blocks of life. It's just like a house. We need bricks to build up the house. So this protein is just our building blocks to build up our body. Okay, from head to toe, every single cell needs protein.
Essential.
Okay? And most people don't eat enough protein. That's an important issue. Okay? So for children, it's help them to grow, to renew, to grow up. Okay, from this like tiny little, when we are fertilized egg, we are just
in your mother's womb.
see. From something cannot see, you become something so big. Okay, it definitely needs a lot of ingredients to do it. Okay, that's why pregnant mothers is very important. Okay, for brain development. Okay, to fight infections because it's our antibody, it's our immune cells. For collagen, people who don't want to look sagging after 25 years old, make sure you eat enough protein. Okay, and collagen is not just for our skin; it's also for our inside, for our blood vessels, for our muscles, for our joints. Okay. Then also for transportation to supply our oxygen, our red blood cells, they are made from protein as well. Our platelets, the one that help us to clot our blood when we have wound, that also made from protein. Okay, that helps us to maintain blood pressure and pH. All these are very important. Hormones and enzymes, insulin, a lot of digestive enzymes. If you are lacking of all this, basically whatever you eat, you cannot digest. Okay, and wound healing, very important. To prevent scar, if you are taking enough protein when you have a scar, actually your wound will heal very perfectly. Like when we have BCG, some people they grow very big, some people they are just one hole.
Very small.
Yeah, very small hole. What's the difference? Why is it so? It's because they are lacking of the ingredients to rebuild back that wound. Okay, so for people who are not eating enough protein, there's a wound. Your body wants to heal it, but they got no ingredients. Okay, what do? Simplify something first lah. Okay, very important. Because a lot of bacteria coming in, you have to stop it. Okay, so simply patch. You just like we have a hole on the wall, but you got no time to repair it.
No ingredients.
So put a newspaper cover first. Newspaper. Okay.
So it's like 豆腐炸工程. You build a house, you want to build a proper house, right? But you build a body, you don't want to build a proper body. Of course, you want to build a proper body, right? With a good ingredient.
Okay. So very important, and also helps in energy production. So protein is super important.
Super important, very important. The first one, if you want to consider taking supplement, you think is you don't have money, take protein first.
Yes.
That's the thing. Okay.
Okay, good fats. Okay, fats is also the one of the main to form out the structure of our cells. Okay, so our cells is made from one layer of oil. Okay, we have trillions of cells in our body, so you need trillions of that kind of oil.
Every cell is being wrapped with the oil.
Yeah, a lot of times we think that oil, don't eat so much oil, right? Especially people with cholesterol, right? They cut off all the oil,
Very
all the
fattening,
fatty food, right? Okay, but end up, did they get better in their cholesterol? No, it's because our body needs that oil to form the cell. Okay?
Then how actually differentiate which fat can eat, which fat cannot eat?
Yeah, okay, so the fats that is naturally available, those are the fats that you can consume. For example, like in this photo, okay, avocado, nuts, olive oil, from salmon, the omega-3, tuna, okay, coconut oil is fine, olive oil as well, okay. Like for oils that are not supposed to take so much, it's actually those that undergo frying. Okay, once you have fried, you basically change the natural structure of the oil, then it becomes trans fat, things like that. So that's why that is not healthy. People nowadays are eating more of those than this fried chicken skin.
Because those are tastier, that's why.
I know. People say fried chicken skin is the essence of the fried chicken.
Yeah, you can't be like eating fried chicken, but you throw the fried chicken skin, right? You'll be like, you waste my money only.
Okay, once a while is fine, but then
yeah.
Okay,
Right.
still very important. That fried chicken skin is not going to build a cell.
Yeah. For long term,
Delicious.
for delicious only. For the sake of your mind, very delicious, but the body suffer.
Okay. Yeah, your brain also suffer. Okay, brain and your blood is made from
brain got full.
Yeah. If you don't have enough fat, okay, your brain, you will be a bit slower in movement. Okay, maybe you could not control your urination, things like that. It's very important. One of my friends is having this nerve issues that all the nerve, the fats around the nerves are degrading itself. It's an immune disease. So that's why she's like suffering a lot on her movement and control of urination, things like that. Okay, so keep ourselves hydrated so that we how to say, it's just like if you want smooth skin, hydrated skin, girls eat enough fats.
It's because that the reason just now she mentioned that the cell actually being read by fat, and how does it help in your cell has hydration in the cell itself, right? And the fat outside layer is actually to protect the cell, to protect the hydration from getting out. You see, people are actually taking a lot of fish oil. Their skin actually very oily because not because of the oil, but because of because of oil. So because of the oil actually trapping the moisture in your cell. That's why it says it keeps your cells hydrated.
Yeah, and your hair shining. Okay. So for hormones and vitamin D, okay, so to regulate, for female is for regulating our period, things like that. For male is for the testosterone. Okay. So it helps in absorption of fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. Protect our organs. It's just like our suspension. When we jump, our organs will not like from your heart will not drop to your kaki. Okay? Because you have the fats to help you to support. Okay?
Yeah, and also the fats in between the organs, right? It helps your organs to have place to move around and not like outside and do shit.
Yeah, they're not having friction.
Not having
Okay? Omega-3, nowadays if we eat fried food, trans fat, things like that, it's actually omega-6. Need a balance between 3 and the 6. So nowadays people have the right ratio of 3 and omega-6 should be around 2 to 1. Okay, so nowadays people are having 20, 50 times more omega-6 than omega-3. So that's why it's very important to really take care of ourselves because inflammation is causing a lot of diseases as well. Okay, obesity is one of it, and if you have obesity, definitely it will lead to even more blood pressure, high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, uric acid, cancer, things like that. Everything will come along. Okay, so you will see that tiny little single thing can cause so many things. So very important, you must make sure yourself getting enough of it. Okay, dietary fiber.
if you eat more vegetables, you feel full more. When you feel full, then you won't have more appetite to eat other foods, like other like junk foods and all that. It helps to keep full. So make sure yourself is very very full with good fiber. And other than fiber, protein also helps you to make you feel full as well.
People who don't lose weight, take note.
Yeah, and also it helps regulate the fats and sugar level in your body. Yeah, because other than that, it promotes good cell, gut cell. It's because in our guts we have this bacteria.
That's good and bad one.
Good and bad one.
So once you balance that, it will help to grow the good one. Okay? So if you have a lot of good one, means that your gut issue will reduce, like diarrhea, constipation, bloating, digestion issue, everything will reduce. Okay. Qhouse.
Okay, next one, the carbs. Okay. So carbs are also very important. Some of us actually we think that hey, I don't want to eat too many carbs because it's not good. I'll get fat, right? Someone has this concept, but actually our body really needs carbs because carbs is the very important thing energy fuel for our body. So we need to eat carbs. Okay, it's just that what kind of carbs are we choosing from diet? Okay, so first of all, it's a fuel for the body, and second, it's a power source of our brain. So our brain actually every day is doing a lot of work. So it actually needs its carbs and glucose to actually work. Yeah. Next, it's essential in rapid growth of children. So actually children, they really especially need to eat a lot of carbs because they need to grow up, right? For adults, we also need carbs, but it's more in terms of our energy and our functional things. Okay? And we don't want to actually eat too much of so-called carbs. There's two different carbs, complex carbs and simple carbs. So we will suggest that we go to more complex carbs, which is the carbs is not just not just carbs, but it has usually packed with good, better nutrients like fiber. So for example, if you choose difference between white rice and brown rice, we choose for brown rice because brown rice is a carbs that contains also other nutrients like fiber and vitamin B. Now, so nowadays, what is our issue for these carbs? Because we are just eating a lot of rice and also noodle and refined bread, white bread, all those are simple carbs. But we are also eating a lot of desserts because desserts also are carbs that we don't want to, our body don't want. So yeah, so we are eating carbs, yeah, correct, but actually are we getting the correct versions of carbs or not? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the thing is you can see the LIFO because excessive carbs are actually stored as fat, and that is why a lot of us are getting old issue because we actually like to eat a lot of sweet food. Those especially those that sweet foods and desserts. Actually, that's my issue as well. I'm actually a sweet tooth. Yeah. So I easily get fat stores from this excess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So vitamins. So each and every vitamins have their own functions. So just now we mentioned about vitamin A. It's not just for the eyes only. Okay. It's also for our skin. You know that?
Wow.
Okay. For people having pimples. Okay. If people having scar. If you want to have smooth skin, take vitamin A. A lot of them. Okay. Yeah. Multi-keratin. And yeah. And if you have sore throat, our lining, our mucus lining in our mouth, from our mouth to our gangment. Okay.
Yeah, the entire tract.
The entire tract, and also for our breathing tract, everything is requiring vitamin A to do the renewal. Okay. So if you have sore throat, take vitamin A. It helps you to heal super fast. Okay. Yeah, we got testimony there. Okay. So for people with ulcer in stomach, if you take vitamin A, it helps as well. Right? And also for immune system. Okay? So the rest you see yourself. Okay? So and minerals. Okay? Here I'm going to mention calcium and magnesium. All the ways they are actually work together with each other in synergy. Okay? It's not that I only lack of calcium, so I only take calcium. It doesn't work that way. It must be in a combination because both of them are working together. For calcium and magnesium, a lot of people know that it's for bones and teeth. So once I already become adult, do we still need calcium and magnesium?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Why? Because calcium and magnesium are involved in our nerve function, our muscle traction. Okay. So imagine this: your muscle. If you want to contract, we need calcium. But if you want to relax, we need magnesium. Okay.
Yeah.
So our muscle is always like that, moving. If you are lacking of magnesium, then you will just cramp. Okay.
It won't release.
So it's a it's the imbalance that's causing this issue. So that's why, very important to make sure you're taking enough.
Yeah, and also to take calcium is like your bone is like a bank. Like you put money into your bank, right? Usually, and in the end of the day, after when you retire, you have money to use. So putting calcium into the bone is actually the same thing. It's like today you actually take calcium, even if you don't have any bone issue or any nerve issue, you actually toss soil to your bone, so that when you're getting old, because the bone absorption to calcium towards calcium is actually lower and lower when you're getting old. So we need to actually build it strong now so that in the future it actually can really like work well, like, just like the back.
So especially for female, because female needs to go through pregnancy, lactation, all these are going to drain off a lot of calcium.
Imagine you drain off already, then the time you actually have lesser ability to absorb, and that is why you need to take it now.
Okay, phytonutrients, just now we mentioned.
Essentially the 5 colors that we mentioned, there are 5 colors which is red, yellow, orange, and then white color, and green, and also purple. So all these, when I mention this color, you try to imagine from which fruits or vegetables are they from. Red color, yellow, green, white, and purple. Okay, so all these 5 colors, these are the 5 colors that we need to take every day in order to have, for it to have variation of phytonutrients so that it has different function because.
It's just like you imagine the tree today is outside under the sun, under the rain, 24 hours. If we ourselves are standing there 24 hours as well, what happens to us? Sunburn, right? And we get very old, maybe you will look old after one day, right? But how come the tree got no effect? It's because they have this kind of colors that are protecting them against all the UV, against all the feng shui, all the pollution, everything. So that's why when these colors are going into our body, we actually get the same effect as well. We can protect ourselves, even up to the DNA level. Okay? All proven by scientists, right? So that's why nowadays, supplement, why is it important? I think until now, you all really understand why supplements are super important, right? Okay? So, and one thing we need to know is that currently, some people ask me, my grandfather, grandmother live until 80, 90 years old, but they are so healthy, they got no health issue whatsoever, and they're still smoking.
Oh yeah, correct. Still smoking.
Why is it so? It's because during their time, their fish are very, got no vitamin A. And like Ron just now mentioned, they sleep very well, they don't have much stress, and they don't look at phone, they don't have computer, things like that. Their life is just very perfect, very healthy kind of lifestyle. That's why they build a very strong foundation for their health. So that's why now, even they are 80, 90 years old, they are still very good. Okay? But nowadays, what is our lifestyle? We are no longer able to go back to that kind of lifestyle anymore because of the pollution. Nothing can change the pollution anymore. The diet.
Getting impact.
Getting impact. Our work, our stress level. Who here got no stress when you go to work? Definitely got stress, right?
Unless today you can retire fully and totally find a place to rest like your parents.
Mr. Chiu.
Totally retired. Mr. Chiu there. Okay, then that's why you can see him so healthy.
74.
76.
76.
76, give a round of applause. Everything is like free for him, freedom, free of stress.
So each and everything that we do nowadays are actually draining our nutrients even faster compared to previously. And we are still not eating as well as previously.
Yeah,
so that's
our
why
food even like bad, not that the nutrition also depleting.
Yeah. So we need 52 dishes a day. So that's why it's like supplement is so important.
How are we getting better then?
Okay. So now it's the most interesting time.
So this is actually what I want to show you. This is one of the way that you can get it easily, how to actually get a good breakfast and good supplementation of nutrition to your life. Okay? So, and it's very easy to make actually, we have readily do it here. So what ingredients you need actually is, first you have fruits, okay? We'll choose green apple usually. Okay, but you can try any other fruits you want. Okay?
You can mix the combinations.
Yeah, correct. So, and then we'll usually, you can actually put milk inside, and then other things like we actually have yogurt later. Yeah. And in this drink, right, it's very easy to prepare. And then you prepare this one whole jug in the morning, okay, you blend, and then you can pour to your whole family to drink already. Qhouse. Okay. Yeah.
Every morning you hear this sound.
Wake up, 食早餐啊！Wake up, eat breakfast. So, yeah. here are the supplements that we actually put it inside. Okay, so some of them to complete the gap. Okay, so I just roughly mentioned that we have calcium. You can put anything. Usually we have multivitamins, calcium tablets, vitamin C, vitamin B, and lecithin E for the good cholesterol. And also we have extra things like maybe something for liver. Here I think there's a liver pill here. That's crystal. Yeah, and yeah. So all this like sometimes when we eat these supplements, you see like a lot of BG, you feel like very hard to telan, right? But when you went to inside, right, you don't see it, and someone you just drink it very easy, very confident. And you know this bladder they function like your gut as well, because when all these things are blend, it goes into your body just absorbs it directly. Your body doesn't need to undergo the digestion process too much. No. So let this thing work for you. And well, when putting this meal replacement drink, which is today is mixed berry flavor. So later you're going to smell some very fragrant berry flavor. Because this thing is very nice actually. Some with ice. Yeah. Anyone is taking this now? The berry flavor. Do you like it? Okay. Yeah. So then you even like it better. Oh, and then it's taking that. Okay. Then also we add in the most important thing that Shiva mentioned, which is the protein powder. Okay, 1 or 2 scoops into this shake. Depends on how many percent you want to serve. Oh, okay. Yeah. And after that, I think we have the last ingredient, which is our yogurt and some ice cubes. Okay, to make it nice. So early morning, you drink this ice shaken blended thing. Okay, so this is yogurt. Usually, we can put original flavored yogurt. Okay, this one is to add in the good bacteria and to help into your digestion and help your gut movement. Oh. So in this one whole jug, just how we actually have all the nutrients that we mentioned just now. Do we have protein? Yes. Yes. Do we have carbs? Okay. Yes, we have. Do we have fiber? The fruits. Okay, the fruits and vitamins, minerals, and of course, do we have good fat here? We don't put good fat here because we want to blend in the oil there. Okay, good fat can just take yeah. Okay, basically it's done. Oh, you're not supposed to Eva. Okay. And everyone of class can drink actually the class. Yeah, okay, 2 cups. Yeah. Our cups are quite limited because you see the amount here. Usually it's for 2% only, and now it's for like 20%. Everyone wants it. Okay. Okay. So you can see how fast it's being done. Less than 5 minutes. Right? Less than 5 minutes. Suitable for lifestyle. Those who want to rush out to work, you can already just. Oh, I drink first. Oh. Okay, if you have a smell first one before my food. Okay, it tastes so good. You need to drink yourself, or else you think I'm just lying. Okay, it tastes so good. Wow, okay, so rushing life, you just go out, you can just blend this and then just take it out. And prepare for the whole family already. Everyone can drink. And now we are going to show you some demo. Then remember the light bulb thing just now? When you eat the 7 nutrients, your body will be a light bulb and lighten up. Today we also have a light bulb to do this test. Okay, so we have 4 cups here. Okay, you can see that the last cup, which is the usual breakfast. First cup is just plain water. Okay, second cup, Eva is going to pour in some starch. Starch representing our nasi lemak, our char kway teow, our kway teow soup. Because why we represent like that? Because all those are carbs, mainly carbs. Okay, so and white bread as well. Okay. Okay. Then number 3 is our protein powder. So some of us actually said, oh, I want to be healthier. Maybe some of you after today you feel, oh, I want to get healthier. I want to start trying something. You take some protein. Okay. So this is the third cup is only protein. Okay, but some good nutrition already. And the last cup, which is our nutrition breakfast, that we blend everything together. Okay. So what I was going to do is we're going to put this light bulb into each of them and see which one get the brightest. Yeah, the brightest. Now we test on this. 没有，这是 plastic 应该没有问题。没事。no 啦，我讲了。 I think I give you my key. Oh yeah, so this is how the light bulb looks like at the brightest. Remember the brightness? First of all, like sweet, just plain water.
Any guess?
Any guess what is the brightest? Okay, go light or not first? You think got or not?
No.
Oh, 放下来, sorry. You think got light or not?
Those that don't rush to work, no breakfast.
Yeah, rush to work, no breakfast one. You see? Put already Oh, no light put already, no light. Okay.
That's why I talk to you and then you 3 seconds to me.
Oh yeah, snoozing. Yeah, those people Japanese says, you know, you have colleague that you call them Adeline. Huh? 反应很慢。Next thing is those people who eat nasi lemak, kway teow, and maybe white bread. What happened?
No light.
No light. So do you see people actually after they eat nasi lemak, very energy to want to start walking already, and then want to sleep already. Feel so sleepy. What's that?
Post-lunch syndrome.
Post-lunch syndrome. Do you have that feeling after your lunch you feel sleepy because you are taking just a lot of starch? Next thing, some protein powder. You can see something lighting up. Okay, the filament is actually lightening up already. So some protein powder actually is good. Okay, so start with some supplements, and next one which is breakfast. Oh, give a applause again. Okay. So for those drinking, you have light bulb in your body already. Okay. Okay. So So today, if you are starting from no breakfast today, tomorrow you can want to change your lifestyle and take good breakfast, maybe a bit by bit. Okay, maybe sikit. Oh, don't have yet. And then you start to have good practice, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then slowly your body become So that is how we actually say we change our life starting from breakfast. And this is very easy thing to do. See, you can see already. Okay. Because when you after you take it for quite long period of time, right, you will not only see that you feel more energetic when you go to work, but you see that a lot of your a lot of your symptoms also start to gone already. Your body is getting healthier and healthier. Maybe you cannot imagine what is happening, but after you try at least 1 or 2 months, then you actually see something different from your body. Which is very, very effective compared to, and some of us actually maybe will take some supplements, okay, every day, but compared to when you take this like a combination of everything, and also, you know, it's actually very cheap, very economical, because why? You take everything together and being shared out the whole family, everyone gets the same benefit.
Love your parents.
Yeah, love your parents, love yourself. So we share to everyone, and it's very, very economical.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and you get good health.
Okay, and also because our vitamins, minerals, everything, they work together to give the light bulb function. Okay, the light bulb effect, that's very important. Okay, so that's why these are all the ingredients that we actually put into this breakfast. Okay, it seems like macam a lot of things are there, each and everything has their own functions. Okay, they work together to help you to give the best effect on your health. Right, so if you all want this photo, okay, remember to join our WhatsApp group later on. Okay, I will share this in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So this question.
Wow, very important. People will definitely ask you, like this one, every day take up.
Yeah, we'll get overdose. Okay. So I explain a bit long. So there is this concept called RDA, AI, and UL. RDA is recommended daily allowance, which is the most minimum amount that we need in order for us to survive. For example, vitamin C, we actually need 90 milligram a day to make sure that we don't have scurvy. Scurvy is bleeding of the gum. Okay, so that's only 90 milligram a day. That's 1 orange can satisfy you already. Okay. So, but then because of our lifestyle, the stress, all the rubbish that we makan every day, and not enough sleep, things like that, we actually need to focus on AI, adequate intake, to make sure that we are actually to maintain our good health. Okay, so that we don't feel tired, we don't able to cope with stress, we think positively as well. Okay, that's the adequate intake. And upper limit is the maximum limit that we can have before toxicity happens. Okay, usually for this upper limit is very much different compared to RDA. Okay, like vitamin C, Okay, adequate intake could be 500 mg to 1000. Okay, some people is 2000, but upper limit can be 2000 to 3000 for vitamin C. Okay, so you see a difference between RDA and UL. There's a very big difference. Okay. Okay, for people who smoke, very interesting. Okay, people who smoke, they will actually use vitamin C even faster. Okay, for one cigarette you smoke, you will use 50 milligram of vitamin C. So for people who smoke 10 sticks a day, you can do the calculation yourself. So you need your RDA first. Okay, make sure everything survives properly. Then plus whatever that you smoke, 50 milligram times 10. So total you need 590 milligram a day. Okay, and this is not including your stress level, your unhealthy diet. Okay, so basically, yes, COVID prevention. Okay, so then you add on yourself, adjust accordingly. So everyone is different. I couldn't tell you what is your AI. So you need to experience it yourself accordingly, and then you will get that feeling yourself. Okay, so UL is 2000 to 3000. Okay, for people who are having sickness like you gonna COVID already, definitely you can increase even more than 2000, 3000. We can go up to, like for me, when I was sick, got dengue, everything, I will take 1000 mg every 3 to 4 hours in a day. So one day, basically, I think I took 6000 mg. Okay, that helps me to speed up my recovery very quickly. In few days, I feel very good. Okay, so this one a bit complicated, but then okay, this one just means that even today, some people will say, oh, I eat very healthy diet already. Okay, I should not be lacking of any vitamins, minerals. But then you will see that there's a research that for vitamin C, even if you eat a very good diet, yeah, you still have a shortfall of 1,800.
No matter how good you try to eat.
Yes, it's because of a lot of factors that are affecting our lives nowadays. So that's why supplements will help you to fill out the gap. Okay. Of course, now we are not talking about you eat this, no need to eat orange already. Okay, orange is still very important, you still need it. But what we add on is to fill out the gap. Okay.
Wow, this one okay. So because when we talk about supplements, now you understand why is supplement so important, right? But there are so many brands out there, especially okay, maybe we can ask Qhouse, because Qhouse is working in pharmacies before. You guys go to pharmacy before, see a lot of brands, right? Have you ever had the thought of how to choose or which one to choose, or you always go to the one with promotion? Right? Okay. So actually a lot of brands of supplements. Now the next thing is how to choose supplements, and that is why we brought this what is up?
My number one criteria is always safety.
Safety.
Because vitamin is something that we will take for life. Okay? So safety is very important. We don't want that after 10 years suddenly this product say, oh,
come on news and say
got heavy metal inside.
Mm.
Then you'll be taking 10 years of heavy metals.
Yeah. Okay, we got that.
That's very scary. So why do we actually emphasize on Nutrilite? Is because
Nutrilite is actually the brand of these supplements.
It's because of how they actually produce their supplements itself. Okay, so they will start choosing the supplement from the seed itself. Okay, by selecting the seed, you know that like tomato, there are 120 over species available. Okay, from that they want to choose the one that gives the best benefit. For example, maybe the one that produce the highest level of vitamin A. So they will go through, screen through all the 120 species to find that one. Okay, after finding that one, they go and plant at different farms to test out which farm produces the highest level of vitamin A.
Yeah, Nutrilite has different farms working.
Okay, because we know plants, they need different climate, they need different
soil conditions,
water,
different weather.
Yeah, exactly, to grow. So all this process uses a lot of time and cost. Then after that, they found that one, they will research on what is the best time to harvest that plant. Okay, so that you can get the highest level of vitamin A. Okay, so some you need to hand pluck the leaf, some you need to harvest it before it gets ripe. Okay, a lot of process, a lot of research going on before that.
Right. All these very detailed things that they go until like the level that they just want to get the best nutrients out of that plant itself.
Yes. And then after they harvest, in 20 minutes time, they will make sure this harvest will become supplements already. Okay,
Process in 20 minutes time, no delay.
no delay, to make sure that the highest concentration is there. Okay, and then after that they will do quality control. Every year you can see here, every year they will do 500,000 batch control testing on the quality. Okay, not many companies able to do this because it's a very costly and takes a lot of time. Okay. Then after that, they will go for even the packaging. They also research on that packaging, whether it's biodegradable, whether it's environmental friendly. Do you know that this one you can put under the soil, it will biodegrade itself? Yeah. Okay. So very very detailed, and it can even protect from UV.
Protect from UV light. Okay, protect the supplement.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to you. And if you want to check back, oh this vitamin, where does it come from? It can bring you back to the starting of the seed.
Because it has this traceability that each of these bottle and the batch, they actually have date and the batch name. So if you want to check, you actually check back until QR code, correct? Until to what level? To that this certain patch of plants actually produce this bottle.
Yes.
Okay, the traceability is until that level.
So this Nutrilite is a company that doesn't doesn't earn.
I know what you want to say.
Yeah.
Doesn't create to earn money, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are not here to earn money. They are here to research, to study the best thing for ourselves.
Yeah, and the company has been around for about 90 years already, coming 90 years, and it's even longer, exists longer than our Amway company. Because a lot of, like what Shiva says, supplements are actually created to sell and to earn money, but we are actually created to get the best source of nutrients for people, and after that only merge with Amway.
Okay, that's the difference. Okay, and for this kind of all the hard work, all the details, how much are you willing to pay for this supplement? Okay, and you will realize that the price is so much economical.
Like what you're paying is actually a lot, getting, what call that?
More affordable.
More affordable than,
more affordable than whatever they put in.
putting in. Yeah.
Okay. So for 10, okay, these are all the benefits that you can get, and I think we can surely go to this one. Okay?
Wow, okay, these are benefits that we get.
These are all the people that
Consume power 10.
consume power 10 for many years. Okay. So this one is Lisia's elder daughter.
Regine, have you seen her
So
already?
when she was young, she actually has this rectal prolapse. Means that when she go to toilet, the rectum, the gangland, it will fall out. So she had to stuff it back. Okay, it's a very scary stuff. Okay, until she was only, I think, very young, less than 10 years old, right? So that time it was so scary for her until she don't dare to go toilet. Okay. And then she always fall sick, got asthma as well after pneumonia, and then low every time you can see her face is like got dark eye circles. Look very haggard for her age. She's 13 years old. Yeah. Okay. And then after that, now she is so much different.
Energetic.
More energetic.
Yeah, and if you know her, she actually dances K-pop. Imagine how much energy a person needs K-pop.
Yeah, K-pop needs to follow a rhythm, needs to have a lot of energy, a lot of power. Yeah, she's doing it. Thanks to
Thanks, Joe.
It's not just for old people.
Yes, who says one? Okay. So the younger you start to take, the younger you stay forever.
Yes. I really start taking my clothes. Yeah.
You want to stay at your face now? How you look now after 10 years? You want to look now like now? You start to take off like that.
Okay. So this is me before start taking care of nutrition. I was underweight, I got a lot of pimples, a lot of scars, and no energy, fall sick, a lot, very long days of dry hair, painful menses until I can sit at every corner in the uni. Okay, just because of the pain, I couldn't walk at all, and I couldn't fall asleep. Yeah, and very low bone density. When I checked, that time I was, I think, well, after I graduated, I checked my bone density. It was below the average. Okay, I thought I'm going to die. Okay, so that time I have to do something. I started. That's why my brother, when I introduced this, okay, I started taking it every day, very focused. I want to. Actually, my main intention is to put on weight. Okay, I don't want to remain as underweight. So I take a lot of protein. I take 6 scoops a day. I take a lot of omega-3. I take 6 a day as well. And all these supplements together, and also I increase on
it's already very light, wind blow also will go fracture.
Yeah, when I was underweight, people say, you go to UK, right? The wind very strong. Remember to hold on to something. And after I go through all this, I put on weight. No one tell me that anymore. And when I put on weight, the rest of the issue also gets solved itself. Okay, so it's really amazing. These are all the side effects that I get from having a good nutrition. You will see a lot of changes, not just the one that you intended.
Yeah, because all these nutrients actually are like completing all the gaps that we actually have been lacking. So when your body gets things that it needs to work, then it will actually works well. Not like your car, if you have lack of some engine oil or some parts missing, then you will have noisy, right? But if you fill out every gap, then your body will start to do it works already.
The last one, my
Wow,
it's called my mom's aunt. Okay, she's currently 80 plus years old. Why do I mention her is because since my family know about this nutrition breakfast, then my mom starts giving her every week. Okay, so at first they didn't feel anything. There's one time she had a car accident, very serious car accident. Because there's 3 people in the car. So the car is
all inside?
Yes, you go inside. The car is spoiled, so they park their car at the roadside, middle of the night. And then there's one car that maybe couldn't see them, straight away bump into them, and they start flipping. The car is spinning all the way. Okay, spinning until the middle of the road. And then another lorry cannot see them, bang on it, then it totally flipped. Tip over. Okay, and the car now is total loss. Okay, the back seat, when I go and see the car, the back seat and the front seat is still together.
Where does your impulse sit that time?
Okay, my impulse seat, I think on the passenger at the front seat.
On front seat.
The front passenger seat. And at the time, she got 3 bones broken, the trachea, the lung here. And then the one who sit at the back, he got the leg was injured. Okay, and the driver is surprisingly just headache and turning. Okay.
Yeah, that's very
and the driver told me that the time I was just waiting for the car to stop spinning.
No, the driver still was thinking like that in the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when they were sent to hospital, okay, of course, doctor do all the surgery and everything. So after 2 weeks, because of the nutrition breakfast she's been taking consistently, after 2 weeks she got discharged.
That's quite fast for an 80 years old person.
Yes, for 80 years old, doctor is surprised with her recovery, and then after she discharged, because usually she's her voice is very powerful, and because she's like the main family member in the house.
中心始祖.
Yeah, and after 2 weeks, she's still able to scold people.
Okay.
As if like nothing happened. Okay. So it's very powerful. And even now she's 80 plus years old, and sometimes my cousin look at her, wow, how come you can still walk so fast?
Faster than some of us.
Faster than some of us. Yeah. 健步如飞的我。
Okay. So what you put into the bag now, you get what in future. So this is put the bag into your body, no need to into the real bag.
So a lot of people say that I already give me all this, don't use. 80 years old.
Yeah. You start anytime. Okay. It's not a matter of whether all or not. Okay. It's a matter of when you start at any time. When do you start? The moment that you start, the moment your body starts to get better. Okay.
So health super important. So imagine that it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 0 for 1 million.
1 million. Okay. So your health is number 1, and the 0 is your car, your money, your houses, your wife, family, things like that. So if the one has tumbang, okay, you got no health, you lost your health. The rest, even no matter what you have, you are not able to enjoy it at all. Okay.
So in the end, the most important investment you need to put in is actually your body, or your home.
Okay. Love yourself more.
Yeah.
Because so that when you love yourself more, you take care of yourself, so that you have the better ability to take care of people around you.
So this is the set of power tank that you see now, the one on the top. Okay, and if you really feel this is still very hard for you to plan even 5 minutes, okay, you drink this take this single
You
weapon
go
X.
for a single, okay, you
Yeah.
opt for single weapon X.
True. Because this one is very suitable for whole family, okay, and this one for one person.
And we're going to launch new double X.
Yay!
Can blend inside, no problem.
Yeah.
The smell very good.
Okay. Sure.
So any questions so far? Any in the Zoom?
Oh, I need the Zoom now. Zoom don't have questions. Okay.
Good. Thank you. So you can join our WhatsApp group, then later we'll send the photo.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time.
Alright.